appreciate that. I am sad to report that due to the ongoing tariff situation, we will no longer be able to offer free tickets to the show. We'll be passing a MAGA hat around. If you could, please, give slightly more than you can. We've got to replenish those 401ks. My 401k is now a 301k. Oh, what's that? Oh, I'm getting a message. He paused the tariffs. He's paused the... Tickets are free again, so don't worry about it. For a while, anyway. This is day 79 of Trumplemania. It has been it's been fun watching this lunatic gamble our life savings this week. It's like handing a Social Security check to your dog and sending it to Caesar's Palace. If the dealer has 16, stay, okay? Stay. It was another roller coaster of a day. Trump this morning hit the snooze button on almost all those big, beautiful tariffs he levied. He paused the tariffs for 90 days, which puts us at right around the 4th of July to blow things up again. 90 days of turmoil now. But the world of finance was relieved, to say the least. The market shot way up today. The S&P had its biggest day since 2008. Wall Street was up 12%. Think about that. The best thing Trump has ever done for America was undo the incredibly dumb thing he did. I mean, if you... Imagine if he quit. He could usher in a whole new era of prosperity. And now, our job, I guess, is to sit back and watch him take credit for solving the financial crisis he created. The Dow is still down more than 1,600 points from where it was when he started this unnecessary mess. And if you're a small business owner who's worried about having to close up shop because of unpredictable costs, President Trump would like you to know he won a golf tournament this weekend. Before he backed down, Uncle Scam offered words of reassurance to the millions of Americans whose retirement funds he exploded. He wrote, "Be cool. Everything's going to work out well. The USA will be bigger and better than ever before. Be cool, everybody. Be cool, like Fonzie. Be as cool as a cucumber that will soon cost $9 a piece." And then 3 hours after he told everyone to chill, Calvin B. Coolidge did a complete 180 and put a pin in his plan. He stopped the tariffs without a single deal with a single country in place. So much for that spine of steel. That's what his press secretary said about him yesterday. He said, the president won't cave. He's got a spine of steel. Turn out the spine of steel was no match for the brain of mashed potatoes. And it has been funny watching them try to spin this. Trump's Secretary of the Treasury, Scott Bessent, praised his master's decision to delay the tariffs. He said it took great courage for him to stay the course until this moment. That's right. He stayed the course. It was a golf course, but he stayed it. He did not stay the course. He drove the economy into a sand trap and took a mulligan. That's what he did. The White House was trying to play this like it was some grand strategy, like this was the plan all along. The White House press secretary said it was just another example of the art of the deal. But that's not what Trump himself said. He was meeting with some winning race car drivers and inadvertently gave the real reason for his Merrill flinch.
Can you walk us through what you were thinking about why you decided to put a 90-day pause?
Well, I thought that people were jumping a little bit out of line. They were getting yippy, you know? They were getting a little bit yippy, a little bit afraid, unlike these champions.
Yeah, they were getting yippy, unlike champions who don't get... You know, when people see their life savings draining away, they do tend to get yippy.
You said that these tariffs would go into effect on Monday. You said no pause. Today there is a pause. So how can people believe your words today?
It's not a question of that. You have to have flexibility. I could say, here's a wall, and I'm going to go through that wall. I'm going to go through it no matter what. And keep going, and you can't go through the wall. Sometimes you have to be able to go under the wall, around the wall, or over the wall. These guys know that better than anybody, right? You got to go around them sometimes. You're not going to go through them.
Hey, hold on a minute. Now you can go under the wall and around the wall? Aren't you the guy who said build the wall 50 zillion times? Now the wall doesn't work. Bottom line, this was not his plan. He probably didn't even have a plan. He's riffing through, he's tariffing through the whole thing is what he's doing. There's little doubt that the reason Trump backed off is because his approval rating plummeted just right alongside the stock market. Trump's approval rating is the lowest it's been since he took office, and his fellow Republican lawmakers are none too pleased. Trump spoke at this National Republican Committee dinner last night, where Majority Whip Tom Emmer had a hard time with the whip part of his job.
One thing is very clear. America is back. Yeah, you should clap for that. America is back.
It looks more to me like Chris Farley is back. And he's the Majority Whip now. So then Trump took the stage to crow about this giant tariff he slapped on China.
A 104% tariff. Think of it, 104%. Now, it sounds ridiculous, but they charged us for many items 100%, 125%. Many countries have. They've ripped us off left and right. But now it's our turn to do the ripping.
Right. Then he ripped right through his tuxedo pants. You know, the question, why is he doing this, has been asked a lot of times over the past week. I think he may have given us the answer last night. He's doing it because he likes it when other world leaders bend the knee.
I'm telling you, these countries are calling us up, kissing my ass. They are dying to make a deal. Please, please, sir, make a deal. I'll do anything. I'll do anything, sir.
That sounds less to me like a phone call from a fellow world leader and more like the genre of porno he likes to watch. Please, sir, I'll do anything. I'll do anything, sir. One country that is not getting a reprieve from tariffs is China, and that's the big one. Everything is made in China. You know those stickers that say made in the USA? Those are made in China. And when you think about all the stuff we buy from China, I mean, it's significant. I mean, for instance, this Trump brand reusable water bottle, made in China. This Trump shot glass, made in China. This Trump windbreaker, made in China. This Trump American flag hat, made in China. This Trump flask, this Trump pink thing, all made in China. Of course, Russia is not on the list of countries being punished, but Trump doesn't want you to think there's something suspicious going on. He has no vested interest, personal or otherwise, in Russia.
I don't know anything about Russia, I swear to you. Russia, Russia, Russia. Russia, Russia, Russia. Russia, Russia, Russia. Russia, 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 Russia. Russia, Russia, Russia. I knew nothing about it. The great Hannibal Lecter. The late great Hannibal Lecter. Hannibal Lecter. Hannibal Lecter. Hannibal Lecter. He's a fictional character. He's actually not. What? I go up, I make speeches about eggs all the time. What's going on with eggs? Tell me. You have all the eggs you want. Eggs all over the place. Egg prices. Egg prices. Egg prices. Prices of eggs. And eggs. 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 I came in eggs. Wind. Oh. Wind. You want to see a bird cemetery? Walk under a windmill. 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 Anybody have a windmill? Kills all your birds. Birds all over the place. They're screaming for help. They got whacked. If you call a young woman beautiful, that's the end of your career. But what the hell? She was beautiful. They're off the rocket. Just crooked Adam shift. Sir, I gotta get a little bit more. Click, 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 click. Stop showboating.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
That's right. That's our guy right there. That's who's running the show. And while we're all focused on the stocks and bonds, Trump's playing it loose with the crypto market. The Department of Justice is eliminating the National Cryptocurrency Enforcement Team. According to the DOJ, the decision to disband the unit was the result of an executive order by the president to create, quote, well-defined jurisdictional regulatory boundaries. Same reason Donald and Melania have separate bedrooms. And I think this is good, though, because when I think about crypto, I think, let's leave it to an honor system. We can trust those guys, right? Trump is removing the crypto cops, the inspectors general, the prosecutors, the lawyers, the judges, the journalists. His first few months have been the equivalent of when the bank robbers shoot out the security cameras. And I'm sure this has nothing to do with the fact that Trump and his family are now in the meme coin business. Could it? Since he got back, the president has used his fat little Sharpie to sign well over 100 executive orders. He signed a bunch of them today. One of the most notable of the executive orders was the order to disband the Department of Education. Now, we already know how his critics feel about that, but what did the folks who voted for Trump think about it? To find out, we went all the way to Florida, to the Gulf of America, to ask some of Trump's bigliest fans what they think about the Department of Education.
One thing that Trump wants to get rid of is the Department of Education. Do you support that?
Yeah.
Have you heard about Trump wanting to close the Department of Education?
Yes.
And what do you think about that?
I think it's right. Put it back to the states.
What do you think about his stance on the Department of Education? He wants to get rid of it?
You know, I'd love to be more educated on it to give you like a really well-endowed answer.
I want to do a fun school quiz.
Sure.
Can you name the first president of the U.S.?
The very first president? Was that Abraham Lincoln?
What do the initials LBJ stand for?
LBJ?
Yeah.
LeBron James?
Lyndon B. Johnson.
What does the B stand for?
Nothing. Just B.
Who wrote the autobiography of Benjamin Franklin?
Does anybody here know the answer to that? Do you know the answer to that question?
How many times has the U.S. fought in a world war?
Only World War II, so just one.
When was the War of 1812?
Of 1812?
Yeah.
Is that the Civil War?
Who did the U.S. fight in the Civil War?
I don't know.
Who did the U.S. fight in the Civil War?
The U.S. Civil War was it Mexico?
What happened on D-Day?
They killed all the aliens.
Marie Antoinette famously said, "Let them eat."
Let them eat. Was she people? Was she like a cannibal?
Do you know who shot Hitler?
Nobody knows who shot Hitler. It's like, he may have killed himself. It's kind of a mystery.
Yeah.
I had a teacher tell me that he's still alive. This is what he told me a couple years ago, is he's still alive, and he took a U-boat.
A teacher in school?
Teacher in school, yeah.
Who do you think that teacher voted for?
Trump, probably.
Can you spell restaurant?
Yeah, R-E-S-T-R-U-A-R. Wait, restaurant.
R-E-S-T-U-R-A-N-T.
Restaurant. R-E-S-T-R-A-U-N-T. Restaurant. I think I forgot an E.
How many sides does the Pentagon building have?
It should be 10.
What are the first 3 digits of pi?
A, B, and C.
What are the first 3 digits of pi?
I can see it. Hold on. I cannot think of it. It's been a minute.
How do you spell pi?
As far as like blueberry, P-Y-E.
Elon Musk, he has 14 kids. He gives 7 of his kids up for adoption. 1 to Angelina Jolie and 2 to science. Why does he have so many kids?
I don't know.
Put it back to the states.
There you go. That's the states will take care of it. Guillermo, do you know how many subscribers we have on YouTube now?
20 million.
That's right. Yeah, that's why we're wearing these glasses. Thanks for being a subscriber. If you're not, help us get to 20,000,001.